What is up, my friends? What's going on? Welcome back to my channel, and today I finally have found a moment to record the new moon in Aquarius video for January 29th. This is the new moon that we have on January 29th at about 10 degrees of Aquarius. A very powerful new moon, very passionate new moon as well, because we have the sign of Pluto, of course, in the sign of Aquarius, and we have Mercury in the sign of Aquarius as well. So it's like I really feel like for a lot of us this is that official kickstart, so to say, of the year 2025, because of course January, as much as it was interesting this year, right? December 30th, this was the new moon of Capricorn, where a lot of us were kind of planning the year ahead, setting New Year's resolutions, and then of course January started with Mars retrograde in the sign of Cancer. So for some of us, maybe we did need a little bit more time to just kind of like actually to see how it actually works or not. Had maybe a few detours already for some of you, right? This year started with that. But what I like about this new moon in particular is this is when you actually going to decide, most likely, what is it you want for yourself, right? And very like Pluto and Mercury gives intense focus, very passionate focus on something. You become mentally even obsessed with that. Whenever a person has, for example, Pluto Mercury conjunction or hard aspect for that matter in their chart, they're much more prone to obsession. So with this new moon, it's like we all have this chance to start something very passionate, something that's very important for us. And of course, what's also very interesting is that particular new moon is also falling on, it usually does, right, on Lunar New Year, Chinese Lunar New Year, where we will officially be done with dragon, and enter the year of the snake, the year of the wood snake, which is again the year of a snake is an interesting year, I think, especially when it comes to things like prosperity, abundance, finding new resources even. And I don't want to speak too much about like the Chinese astrology aspect of that, because it's not a video about that, but definitely do look up what year of the snake represents. For those of you guys, from how much I understand Chinese astrology, it's of course a very important year for anybody who was born themselves under the year of the snake. Dragons, I think, continue also, their growth in this year as well. For roosters, it's a very important year. And anyway, like, you can check this out on your own time. Maybe I will do a separate video about this. We'll see. I don't really find myself to be an expert in Chinese astrology. I practice tropical, Western, and Kabbalistic. But going back to the topic of the new moon of Aquarius on January 29th, of course, was also very important to note that yes, this is conjunction of Sun and Moon, obviously, as every new moon is. We do have Pluto Mercury conjunction, Pluto holding lowest degree. And of course, what's very important to note here is that Jupiter, which is at this point is retrograde at 11 degrees Gemini and tropical Western, is giving almost nearly exact aspect to this new moon. So this is very promising. Essentially, I would say that if you're starting something new project under this new moon, there is going to be very deep and intense focus during this time. And I do feel like, because even though Jupiter is retrograde, still it's sending this positive aspect, your chances of success are much higher. I'm personally starting a lot of things probably right after this new moon, and I would recommend, to be honest, if there's something like where you want to achieve more success, more power, empower yourself, transform your life, and you are ready to really like work for it in a very passionate, intense, almost nearly obsessive way, this is the new moon, to use that for. And by the way, my new nails, we do have here Taurus, and I don't want to do crypto predictions really in these videos, but I just want to say something. The last time I had this manicure was December, like I think December 2021, essentially right after Bitcoin hit at that bull run its all-time high of 69K. I think I sold Ethereum right about that time too, at actually all-time high. I cannot say that the same thing happened with Bitcoin, but I had this, I had a workout. I had my workout just now. I just completed my first ever berries boot camp. That's why my hair looks crazy. But again, if I don't record this now, it's never gonna happen. And I don't know, there was this sudden clarity that I had after my very intense workout, and it had to do with essentially with BlackRock and certain insight I had, which again, it's it's purely just me sharing my thoughts here, but there's something that I saw, like there was different articles with Forbes. Of course, Trump just got elected, and he wants United States to be the capital of both AI and crypto. Uh, but I don't know, somehow like something clicked in my mind, and I just had this not a good feeling. It's almost like I do think we like reached probably peak euphoria right now. And I do remember like how markets were in 2021 and 2020 and 2022, 23, because I mean I've been through all of this time period. And I almost, when it comes to BlackRock, I almost feel like how to explain this, what I saw. I really have this feeling like they're going to be pumping Bitcoin right now so much to make retail, who a lot of retail are broke, unlike the 2021 bull run where, because there was after pandemic all this money printing and a lot of people started, playing into crypto, into stock market, right? Like there was a lot of money that retail could actually put in Bitcoin. This time, because retail after Biden Harris 4 years is fucking broke, a lot of retail are not even in the markets. And by retail, I mean just regular, regular people, right? So I think it's very interesting because I saw that Forbes article where they say, oh my God, there's going to be this dollar collapse and Bitcoin will be 700K. And it's an article on Forbes, which of course, I'm thinking, okay, BlackRock is sponsoring all of these articles right now. And I'm just like, it's actually kind of funny and interesting. My first job right after college was when I was doing compliance, but before everything, when I was in compliance days, I was in the BlackRock office one time. We were doing, it was one of my first jobs out of college. I was like doing some kind of whatever, some kind of compliance stuff. I don't even remember, to be honest, what I was doing. But, of course, I don't know, like the deep layers of what's happening with BlackRock right now. But I just wonder if they are that sadistic that they actually want to even essentially lure retail in now, where people will be like panicking and trying to get at least a little bit of Bitcoin because, oh my God, what if dollar collapses? And at least we need to have at least a little bit. So again, I think it's a very high price for Bitcoin, whatever it is, like whatever it is on right now. I think unfortunately there will be a lot of people who might go into this and lose a lot of money. I hope it's not going to be the case because, again, the situation is crazy right now with everything. Now, what's also interesting, I find it interesting that like right now, a lot of those things which were in the previous bull run where everybody wanted 100K, but of course we didn't reach 100K, right? In 2021, we reached 100K right now as soon as Trump got elected. But a lot of those things, such as like everybody, I remember the Bitcoin conference, I think of 2020 or 2021, everybody was saying Bitcoin will reach 100K. And then there were things like, oh, dollars going to zero, everything's going to zero, blah, blah, blah. I find it interesting how right now it's like all of that is, being emphasized even harder, I guess, like those sort of seeds that were planted in that bull run. For me, it was my first bull run. And I don't know, I just like, of course, it's not even a crypto predictions video, but I think crypto will be important with this new moon. Maybe they will even reach some new all-time highs, but I'm just saying that, like, to me personally, one thing I've learned, it's always better to take profit than to take a screenshot. I learned this, trust me, very, very hard way. Very hard way. You don't even know just how hard it was. But yeah, essentially that will be interesting. Now, anyway, let's go back to the topic. And yeah, by the way, this is a crazy fog that everybody talks about. We have it in Miami too, not where I live, but on the other side, they have a lot of fog. I am wearing winter coat. Very, very interesting. Well, it's winter, so I guess it's all good. Now, quick announcements before we go deeper into this new moon and predictions specifically for all the 12 signs. So the way things are right now is like this with this channel. I have finished all my 2025 consultations. 2025 consultation is no longer available. What's available now, live sessions with me are available. Links to book down below. Again, because I just finished 25 consultations, I don't have a lot of wait time, because usually a wait time with me could be up to a month for a live consultation especially. So if you need anything, this is the great time to go there. And yes, because after that I guess I'm gonna get busy again. Now what else? And actually another announcement. So again, I completed my I usually offer this mentorship program where there's one lucky student who I take, so to say, under my wing. And over the course of 10 to 11 sessions, I teach you all my secrets of tarot. It's a private mentorship with me. You study with me one-on-one. Again, it's a very exclusive offer because obviously you're gonna be studying with me one-on-one. And essentially, I completed this in 2024. I was like, okay, this is it. I want to say that this month only, I'm going to take one final student for this. And again, trust me when I say I'm not going to offer this again. Even this one, I kind of had second thoughts about it, but I just really do feel like I was getting messages from you guys, etc. I just really feel like maybe this is, for somebody who couldn't do it in 2024, this is, if you wanted to do it, this is your last chance. Links to that is also going to be down below. Again, this is for somebody who wants to really learn the secrets of tarot, my unique methods. I've worked with so many people over my life, thousands of people. I studied sacred texts, even at the university. Studied obviously Kabbalah. I'm a practicing astrologer. This channel, one of the fewer, I guess, achievements that we have. I worked with celebrities, A-list celebrities. So yeah, I studied tarot myself many years. I've been practicing it myself since I was a kid. And one lucky person who wants me to essentially share my secrets, this is the last chance. I will never do this again. In fact, I actually promise I will never do this. I will never do this again. So whoever wants to do it, this is your moment. It will not be offered again. Again, I know that before there was I was trying to close the program, but because I do enjoy this. And I just finished my final student, from 2024 program a week ago, I want to say. And there's a part of me that, yes, I can do one more. So if it's you, links to book, everything are down below. Anyway, let's go back to the new moon of Aquarius topic. And I tried to make my hair better, but oh my God, I made it 10 times worse. But whatever. Again, I'm after workout. So again, this is a positive new moon for starting things. Because again, there is going to be this intense focus, very passionate, but there is a Jupiter aspect, and even Jupiter and Saturn square is it's not that active at this moment. There's of course North Node Neptune conjunction, so there could be a lot of still issues with not really understanding everything clearly. However, seeing clearly that there is some kind of deception maybe that's present. So this is another theme of this new moon. But let's see how it also plays out for the 12 signs. Each sign, I'm just going to give you briefly what new beginning this could represent in your own chart. Let's start with Aries. So for Aries, of course, this new moon of Aquarius is going to be in your 11th house of goals, friends, gains, things that you want to, 11th house is second, right, from the 10th. So it is the gains of your career. So for a lot of you, you're starting to set certain goals for yourself when it comes to your career. There's new beginnings in friendships. Very often when the 11th house gets activated, you start gaining not just friends, close one-on-one friends, but you start joining communities. And again, it doesn't even have to be any kind of people that are in your immediate environment, even though it could be, but it could be just people who share certain ideals with you. I remember every time my 11th house got activated in a major way, I would become a member either of some spiritual organization, some maybe, I don't know, in finance, certain clubs, even in school, certain clubs, in political, associations as well. Various associations. It's more so less of okay, it's your friend who you go, let's just say, drink lattes every day, but it's more like people who you connect with based on things you believe in, mutually together. So essentially, I do think that it's kind of it's very belief based, because if you think about it, right, 11th house is third from the 9th. So 9th house is our beliefs, and 11th house being third from the 9th is what people who we associate with and connect with based on what we believe in, based on our education, based on where we are going, so to say, the direction we are taking in life. So for Aries, definitely there is something very important that's going to be taken there, okay? For fellow Tauruses, 10th house is activated with this new moon of Aquarius in your 10th house. Time to set those career goals. I am a Sun in Taurus, and oh my goodness, I have reached the point where it was an intense already focus for me for the past few days, where I'm like, okay, what the fuck are we doing or not doing when it comes to career goals? You will I think you will set some very ambitious goal for yourself, very likely very ambitious, like the one that actually, because Tauruses can be very much on those low battery settings. Like when you're not 100% passionate, when you don't really see the value in getting up, so to say, from the couch, you might not do. It needs to be something really that's like you find it important, you find it, oh okay, this is worth my time and attention, so to say. And I feel like whenever Taurus is not doing so much in the career, and this is something I've learned from my own experience, is because you really don't feel passionate about this career. You might not want to be even known for what you're doing. You might feel like there's something better for you. However, when a Taurus does find something which is like, ooh, okay, this is like really freaking great, this is something different, this is something groundbreaking, this is when a Taurus really goes on a bull run, so to say, and does what he needs to do. So set some passionate goals, some ambitious goals for your career during this new moon, and yes, let's get it together, so to say. Okay, for Gemini's, new moon in the ninth house could bring you new opportunities for studying, spiritual new beginnings, like a new guru, new teacher could appear in your life, new belief system, new mindset, maybe opportunities for traveling could present themselves as well. Things related to immigration, things related to legal system could be highlighted with this new moon as well. So for a lot of you, your worldview is changing and there's going to be this new beginning. Maybe you decide to study something. Maybe you decide to explore new countries or just new belief systems. So good luck, Gemini. Let me know how it goes. Let's go to Cancerians. For Cancerians, this new moon of Aquarius is going to be in your 8th house of secrets, shared resources, occult, transformation, crisis. 8th house is connected with crisis events too, so Cancerians need to be a little bit more careful with this new moon, because 8th house, again, even though it's not really, a bad house, quote unquote, but it can bring sometimes certain endings, new beginnings, transformative events into your life. There could be a new beginning when it comes to shared resources, when it comes to unearned income. There could be a new beginning in terms of intense and passionate transformation, deep encounters with people. So, and again, of course, because you're a Cancerian, you're ruled by the moon, new moons and full moons are something that affects you that much more. So let me know how it goes, Cancerian. Let's go to Leos. Okay, for my dear Leos, this is the new moon in your 7th house of partnerships, of deep connections, deep partnerships. Let's put it this way, not connections necessarily, relationships. Whether it is a relationship, like a relationship, a romantic one, whether it is a client relationship, whether it's some, agreements you're creating with other people. So very important and very passionate new beginnings when it comes to your relationships, and it could be very intense and very deep relationship, of course, for Leos, because Pluto is there too. I really think, of course, for you as well, it's you're Leo, you're ruled by the sun. There's in general right now very big focus on your partnerships, people you work with, people who you have contracts with, and there is definitely a lot of growth that's going to be happening there as well, because again, Mercury is there. A lot of Leos could be signing some contracts that could be very interesting. So yes, Leos, let me know how it goes. Let's go to Virgos. For Virgos, this is the new moon that is occurring in your 6th house of health, workout, regimen, diet, and work itself, like your day-to-day work, your day-to-day environment. So for Virgos, quite literally, there could be a new workout regimen. Interestingly, I'm a new moon. I'm not a new moon. I'm a moon. I'm a moon in Virgo, and I'm already joining some new workout places, and I'm establishing a completely new routine for myself, because I'm like really asking myself right now. Okay, I have all those goals for the year. I really actually want to make sure that this year is not gonna be like 2024, like 2023, but I'm actually gonna make shit happen this year. And one of the things that I'm asking myself is, how can I really optimize my environments, my daily routine, essentially to create the environment and to create like the daily ritual and process where reaching those goals that I have for myself will become a natural process. It's not going to be anything crazy. It's not even going to be that I have to fight through it and I have to do so much. But no, it's like even from a recording perspective, right? Like I have my little room actually it's in my kitchen, where I like to record tarot videos, for example, when I feel drawn to do a little tarot. And I have cards already there. I have already my tripod standing there. So whenever I'm in the mood for it, it's so easy for me to do it. I have my favorite coffee studio where I want to go and like just drink some coffee and like journal or whatever. That's where I go. Environment is good for it. Now I'm thinking the next step should be is creating natural environment, whether it's again my daily surroundings, my daily routines, how maybe I even will rebrand my social media so that like all my environment, everything around me supports me in reaching my goals. So I really think this could be a new moon where something like this could be occurring. Of course, it could be just quite literal you starting a new workout regimen, new diet, maybe a new job even for some of you. So good luck, Virgos. Let me know how it goes. And let's go to what's next, Libra. Okay, for Libra, it's the new moon in your fifth house. Of course, this is about creative projects, children. It's also about romantic encounters, doing something you feel passionate about, enjoying yourself, having more fun. So for you, there could be a new passionate encounter that could begin during this time. You might start dating somebody, or maybe it could be a new business or new creative project that you will be starting at this time. If you're a Libra rising, especially, but of course, sun and moon, I would say that if you wanted to start some kind of creative project, or maybe even some kind of, have ideas for business, this is a good time to focus on that. Because again, I like this new moon. Even though Pluto Mercury conjunction makes us obsessive, it is good sometimes to have the kind of obsession when you're reaching a goal. So I think it's perfect. I think actually this year, like in my view, is like super aligned. We finished 2024, right? Entered 2025 with the new moon in Capricorn, super goal oriented new moon, right? Where we are really getting things together, so to say. And now there is a super passionate, super intense new moon of Aquarius with Pluto, with Mercury, with positive trine from Jupiter. This is the time to actually get up, so to say, start making things happen. And for you, when it comes to creativity, this is amazing. Now let's go to what's next, Scorpio. For Scorpio, new moon in Aquarius in your fourth house. A new passionate beginning when it comes to home and family could be something within your surroundings. Maybe you decide to redecorate your house. Maybe there's a new beginning. It's connected to home and family for sure. Maybe it's even connected to, because Jupiter is in your eighth house and it's shining, those placements, this new moon, it could be connected to real estate, some kind of inheritances, dealing connected to land and real estate, to your family, or some kind of gifts maybe could even be. It's definitely a new beginning in terms of your emotional, like how you emotionally center yourself, the very foundation of your life. Fourth house is the lowest point of our chart, but at the same time it's the very foundation of our chart, right? So when you have a good foundation, when you're emotionally stable, when your surroundings are in a good space, this is easier for you to also reach your goals, the other goals you have for yourself. So definitely big focus over family, home, property, this month after this new moon. Okay, now let's go to where are we going next. Sagittarius, the new moon is in your third house of communication, your daily, your daily environment, even like all the social media, people you talk to, neighbors, how you express yourself. So definitely for Sagittarius, there's going to be an opportunity to start expressing yourself in a way that's more powerful. So if you've been feeling like you're watering down yourself, you're not really speaking your truth, speaking with full power, so to say, how you can, this is going to be an incredible opportunity for you to change things up. Actually, I was like, it's a very rare occurrence, but I was drawn to make a tarot video for Sagittarius yesterday. Check it out. It was a very, very powerful message. Again, I do tarot these days rarely, but yeah, that message there is very powerful. Make sure to check out this if you have a moment. But yeah, it's essentially a new beginning. If you have social media, it could be a new project you could be launching. It could be just, even like a short trip that could be very like life-changing. But I feel like it's more so related to if you have any publishing project, if you have anything in terms of like certain skills you're learning, great time to learn a new practical skill. It could be about, maybe it's a good time even to start a new affirmation, manifestation routine. Third house is related to that because it connects to our mind. It could be a great time to start anything within marketing, social media, new PR campaigns. They could be very successful. So let me know how it goes. And now let's go to Capricorn. For Capricorns, definitely this is a new beginning in your second house, which is about money, which is about making money, which is about your talents, which is about your self-worth and value. So for Capricorns, this is an incredible opportunity to start a new stream of income, a new source of income even could be a very, very powerful time, and if you really want to get that back, so to say, this is your moment, Capricorns. It's very, very straightforward for you guys. Again, if Saturn, even in Pisces, is not really bothering this, Jupiter that's sending a positive aspect to this new moon. So it's all in your hands right now. Get that back, so to say. For Aquarius, of course, a new beginning in your sign. Pluto is in your sign. Early born Aquarius and people with early degrees in Aquarius feel it the most. But it's a new beginning of you. You feel like a brand new person. Like, that Tame Impala song? I feel like a brand new person. So a new beginning for you. And, with Jupiter here, of course, sending that positive aspect. in the sign of Gemini, you feel like, okay, you know what? I can do what I want to do. I can become the person that I want to be. Very, very passionate, very, very powerful for a lot of you. You start seeing the world in a way where, like, what you want, it's possible. What you want can happen. You start feeling more playful, maybe even more creative. You know, yeah, creativity very much highlighted with this new moon for you as well. Okay, let's go to Pisces. Last but not least, for Pisces, this is the new beginning, of course, that occurs in your 12th house. Aquarius is your 12th house. So this is the month usually for you guys before your birthday, or, you know, again, if you are rising or moon, this is the 12th house activation. So this could be the time where maybe you're doing something very passionate behind the scenes. Could be new spiritual awakening, new layer of spiritual awakening. I often see in the charts of people who go into little retreats, do, you know, any kind of plant medicine, which I never tried, to be honest. The only thing I've ever done was cacao ceremony. So yeah, very unexpected. But like people who go into those retreats, or people who go into those, maybe, I don't know, there's something creative that's happening. Maybe you're doing something behind the scenes. There's a passionate new beginning that's happening behind the scenes right before the next year. I was gonna say the next month we're gonna have the new moon in your sign and sign of Pisces. But yeah, this is a very important time, and you might be feeling more private, feeling like you want to spend more time by yourself. Of course, you know, North Node just entered your sign. North Node is making conjunction to Neptune right around this new moon as well. So for a lot of you, you might be feeling a lot of creative inspiration, spiritual inspiration, if you can say that thing. But yeah, that's what I have for you guys. I hope you enjoyed this. Again, thanks so much for joining this. I do think it's one of the most positive new moons of this year. Passionate one. That's the kind of new moon we need. Like, I personally feel like I need this kind of new moon to get things going, to focus and get things done. Like, let's go. Again, recorded this video right after my workout, so I think it's a sign in itself too. It's also foggy in the background, as you can see. I'm wearing winter coat. uh, you know, I mean, technically it's winter, but usually I'm in a dress, you know, because it's warm. It's been kind of cold. Thanks so much for joining. Thanks so much for watching, and give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to share it with friends. If you're new to my channel, all the information about private personal readings, live readings are currently available. It's going to be in the links down below. Thanks so much, guys. I love you all. We'll talk soon. Happy Lunar New Year to everyone who is celebrating. Thank you so much. We'll talk soon. Bye.